What's going on, my friends? Welcome to episode 50 of the Get It Go podcast. Bring you the hottest takes, latest stories, and spicy picks trying New York, New Jersey, Philadelphia, national, and international sports. Hosted by yours truly, Aaron Grassani, George Sauer by Michael Cunningham, Patrick, Chris Kern, Marcellus Murdock, and Sam Morell. We posted a podcast right now on SoundCloud, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, and YouTube. Also sure to follow us on Twitter at GetAGameOnP. And that said, it's time to get a game on. Yo, guys, we're at episode 50 now.
God damn!
Big 5.
It brings back memories.
Here's what I gotta say, just yesterday we were doing the introduction episode.
Here's the thing: we do 50 episodes in 5 months. Motherfuckers, that is impressive.
Yeah.
Soon we're gonna be at episode 100.
We're
only halfway there to episode 100.
Here to the viewers, if we get to 100 episodes, me and Adam will have a wrestling match. We will do a wrestling.
I feel like that's unfair. You got to wait.
That's unfair. I'd have a better shot of beating you in basketball. I have a better shot of beating you in basketball.
I beat you 10-0. Shut up.
I said I would have a better shot of beating you in basketball than I would have.
Nobody in this podcast could beat me in a wrestling match. I'm just saying that now.
I'll agree. That'll agree.
I did wrestling. That's why I did it for many years.
Yeah, you see, I wrestled for 1 year, and the kid looked like he had foam coming out of his mouth, and I kind of shaked his hand like, "Hi, do you want to be my friend?"
Sam, ladies and gentlemen, me and Sam had a good time together at FDU. Yep. Ladies and gentlemen, FDU is a school in Teaneck, New Jersey, Hackensack, New Jersey, and Madison, New Jersey.
Just for the record, my girlfriend went there.
Just remember, Adam doesn't have a girlfriend. He has his left and right hand. Just kidding.
I'm sorry. I had to do that.
It had to be done.
You bastard shit.
Already a mute. God damn it.
Adam, really? You put me in a waiting room? Go fuck yourself.
You've been put in time.
Adam, I love you. You know I'm fucking with you. That's what you get for putting me in a waiting room.
Okay.
Adam's just
fair enough.
Adam's just looking at his knife in his room, and he's just like, "Wow,
I have a gun. I will shoot any of you motherfuckers that come close."
Yeah, that's the thing. I will
shoot any one of you. I'm telling you. To the viewers, you can call me crazy because I'm Mr. Crazy in this bitch. But I love all of them, man. My brothers. So we fight. We have a good time. We jokey joke. Just like Alex is acne coming back in procedure again. You know how we do it.
Damn.
And Sam Tourette's going up and down like left and right with the eyes. I'm fucking with you, Sam.
Yeah,
damn, you
get him out of here. Let's just move on and discuss yourself.
I find it funny. No, like if you don't know they have Tourette's, you probably wouldn't even realize. Oh no, yeah, you have Tourette's.
And I'll just like fuck with all you guys today. That's what we do. We go off script.
Yeah.
To our viewers, we go off the scripts here.
And sometimes we just ramble on about dumb things.
Exactly. That's what makes this podcast so fun.
Yeah, it's because it's like we talk. It's like we know about sports, but we don't give a fuck.
Stupid shit comes in the procedure too.
Exactly.
To our viewers, you who likes my antics? To my antics on the show, who loves them? And to my mom and dad, thanks for driving me to my surgery today. Thank you.
Oh yeah, you had 2 surgeries. Is that correct?
How can I explain the pain? Pictures having Mariah Carey sing to you without a microphone for an hour and a half with something drilling your teeth after. Like, how can I explain? Try having what's that thing called? Having a construction man drill something in your teeth for an hour and a half, bleeding to death, screaming "Bloody Mary, Bloody Mary, Bloody Mary" in the fucking dark during Halloween. How do you think my pain felt? Damn.
Michael, you're not the only one to get
1 to 10 scale. How is it? Use the faces to, to determine the pain.
Picture somebody putting a dildo up my ass.
Listen, some people find that pleasurable.
Not me. Chris is like, what the
Did not expect you to take that on.
Well,
Adam?
this podcast took a dark turn really quickly.
It went from like, oh, nice to dark to what?
Now let's get to the show, boys.
All right. Let's not beat around the bush any more longer here. But guys,
Adam, you're still
I'm mad
freezing
right now.
You're still frozen.
Actually, I'm not even gonna pretend to be mad at this because honestly, guys, I saw this coming from a mile away. Knowing how stubborn the New York Yankees are, knowing how arrogant the New York Yankees are, I saw this move coming from a mile away. And what am I talking about? The New York Yankees are bringing back Aaron Boone as their manager. They're not only bringing him
Look
back.
at Sam's face. It's so priceless.
They're not just bringing him back. They're extending him. They gave him a 3-year contract with a club option for 2025. So basically, they're offering in player terms, they're offering him a 3-year deal with a team option for the 4th year. I mean, and I don't know where to begin because I'll start here. Am I gonna come on and lie to you and say Aaron Boone was the only problem with the Yankees this past season? No, I'm not gonna lie to you and say Aaron Boone was the only problem. But was he
there was other
problem during the season? Oh, I definitely
a big one.
Problem. He was
one of the biggest.
He was up there. He was up there. And anyone who watched this team, like really, anyone who follows the Yankees for longer than 3, 4, however many years, can tell that this guy just was just not. He just wasn't a good manager.
He sucks.
Basically, and here's the thing: if they had just gave him a 1-year deal and say, we're bringing him back, we're gonna give him a 1-year, prove it deal, I would have understood it. I wouldn't agree with it, but I could say, you know what? I could at least understand it. The fact that they gave this bad baseball manager a 3-year contract extension says a lot about the Yankees. It just reinforces what I have been this feeling I have about the Yankees. Again, I mentioned before in my previous episode, there's just this weird feeling I've gotten from the Yankees, as of late, over these past couple of years, and it outright confirms that they are not the same Yankees that I grew up watching. Remember the Yankees' mission statement? Remember when the Yankees' mission statement every year was to win the World Series every single year, which I agree that was unrealistic, but the Yankees' mission statement was to be the best team in baseball every single year. Their mission was to be the best.
They're not doing.
And now that mission statement has changed. Now their mission statement is just be above 500 and the playoffs are a crapshoot. That is their new mission statement, and as a Yankees fan, I couldn't be more so disappointed. Sam, I know you've been waiting a long time to rant about this. The floor is yours.
Listen, I'm not even going to take the floor. I'm just going to say there's a reason why I'm a Pelicans fan right now. I'm only focused on the NBA because I'm if I try to focus on the Yankees, I might lose my shit. Let's be honest. Let's not push anything under the rug. Aaron Boone has been a god awful manager. Adam, quick question.
Yeah.
How many playoff games under Aaron Boone have they won? I want you to answer.
All right, let me think here. Let's see. They won 1 in 20. They won 2 in 2018. They won. What was it? They won 5 in 2019, so that was pretty impressive. They won 4 in 2020, and they won none in 2021.
Interesting. So you would say, like, it's pretty decent until you realize the opponents they're reversing. This year, I feel like, was the last straw for me. You lost to the Red Sox. That's bad enough. You lost to a rival. You lose the way they did. I'm sorry, that game, I only saw 2 players that showed any sort of passion for the game, and that was Sanchez and Judge. Those were the only 2 people.
You mean Stanton and Judge?
Sorry. Stanton and Judge. I'm not sure why I said Sanchez. Sorry. Stanton and Judge. Who else showed up in that game?
I mean, Anthony Rizzo, he had that big home run.
Yeah, but he had that one home run.
But other than those 3, like games, we said before, the rest of the lineup went 1 for 20.
Yeah, and they played awful. And okay, they all have awful games, but what does it keep coming back to every single season that they don't make it to the playoffs? Who do we keep looking at?
Aaron Boone.
Boone.
Yeah.
It's like,
and this coaching staff.
Yeah. So there's got to come a time where you kind of just say you have to move on. Now, I get if you want to run it back. Many teams do it. Many teams in the NBA do it. Many teams in the NFL do it. Many teams in the NHL do it, where they just run it back. The New York Knicks did it. The New York Knicks were the 4th seed last year. Ran it back. So I get it if you want to run it back and do 1 season. You sign them for 3 years. Let me understand. You sign him for 3 more years. This god-awful manager, you sign him for 3 more years. And he's probably an amazing person outside of baseball. But inside of baseball, I'm sorry, this guy doesn't know what he's doing. He seriously doesn't know what he's doing. This is like, the Giants coach right now. This is how bad he is. He's like the Giants coach right now. And I'm comparing the Yankees to the Giants for one reason and one reason only. Both teams are New York staples, basically. Both teams are supposed to be very good all the time because it's New York. And the Yankees keep falling short. The Giants, don't even get me started with them. They're terrible in every way. They need to fire what I'm trying to say is they need to fire this man. We can't keep going on this podcast and just saying the same thing over and over again. The fans can't keep dealing with the same thing over and over again, where we make a nice little playoff run, we have a nice little season, and then we fall on our ass. And we keep falling on our ass. And then we keep falling on our ass. It's like the Yankees are a staple franchise. We have the most World Series championships in the MLB. We should be one of those teams that are always at the top. Not a playoff team. Always one of the teams that are definitely that's the team. Because let's be real, New York Yankees are a staple free agency market.
Exactly.
They're like a staple free agency team. They have the history like the Lakers. They have the city, they have the surrounding area, like any other.
They have the money.
They have the money. The only thing they're missing is the manager. If they just switch managers, I'm letting you know, we will win a World Series. Granted, the manager has to be good. But if we just get a good manager in here, we will literally win a World Series. And that's what's frustrating to me. That's the most frustrating part, is that we keep relying on this one person to win us a World Series when he's clearly never going to do that for us. So, yeah.
Hold up, boys.
Go ahead, Michael.
I kind of like, here's the thing. Aaron Boone is a good man, so I don't think he's the best guy for the job. Sorry, I had something in my mouth. I believe he's kind of he's a good guy, but he's not the best manager position. You know, he was a good baseball player, but sometimes they think in Yankees organizations, he was a great baseball player, we could hire him back as a coach. Nope, that was a bad idea. I hated Joe Girardi. I thought Joe Girardi was the worst manager. But however, he did take us to ALCS championship into 7 games. But I believe that it's time for Aaron Boone to leave. He had his 3 years. I don't know why they re-signed him. If you're going to hire Aaron Boone, at least get rid of that third base coach. I made that terrible play.
They did.
Good.
Yeah, that's the second part that we're gonna get into is that even though they're bringing back Aaron Boone, they did make some changes to their coaching staff. Again, Phil Nevin. I'll say. Let me just round off the list here. Phil Nevin, the guy. Remember that the third base coach that St. Aaron Jones had an awful play in that wildcard game. Remember that play?
Mm-hmm.
The third base coach that made it play, he's gone. That the hitting coach, Mark Stims, is gone. I believe his assistant, the assistant hitting coach, is gone. And I also believe the bench coach is gone too. I'll have to double check that, but I believe he's gone too. So that I will give the Yankees credit for. I mean, again, I hate to bring back Aaron Boone. But I will give them the credit in making like some changes in other areas.
No.
What?
No credit. No credit. No credit. I'm sorry. No credit. I don't care how.
Sorry. Go ahead, Sam.
I'm saying don't give him any credit.
True. Thank you for checking me there, Sam. Thank you.
Yeah. Please don't, because I'm not giving him credit until he proves worthy of the credit. Right now, he has no business getting any type of credit or any type of, oh, well, he's kind of good. No. Nope.
I'm not giving Aaron Boone credit. I'm giving the Yankees credit, by the way.
Oh, okay. The Yankees can get credit. Yeah,
Okay.
I thought you were giving Aaron Boone credit.
Oh, no. The days of me giving Aaron Boone credit on this podcast until he earns it are over.
Yeah, okay, good. For a second, I thought you were saying, oh, give Aaron Boone some credit. I'm
not giving Aaron Boone credit. Okay.
Yeah, I was like...
And here's another thing that... if I were the Yankees, because they said before they had in their press conference, Brian Cashman said that they don't think Aaron Boone's the problem. So here's what I'll say. Okay, and here's what I'll ask Brian Cashman. Here are two questions I'll ask Brian Cashman. You move up from Joe Girardi. Say what you want about him, Michael. I know you don't like him, but he got us to Game 7 of the American League Championship Series. They bring Aaron Boone. We have only regressed since then. Yeah, I don't care about the regular season, us winning 100 games. We have not gotten any closer to winning the World Series since that point. No, that's number one. Number two, aside from Aaron Judge and Giancarlo Stanton, name me what player that's gotten better under Aaron Boone. Name me what player that's gotten better under him. Look what happened to Gary Sanchez. I know that he and Joe Girardi had some quote unquote beef with each other, but in 2017, Gary Sanchez looked like he was going to become the next great catcher in the history of baseball. Now it's looking like he might be on his way out. So why has Gary Sanchez regressed? I know he developed it under his first 2 seasons, but Gleyber Torres, his first 2 seasons, he looked like he was going to become a superstar middle infielder. Now all of a sudden he's regressed. Who else am I thinking? Who else is really I think of? Clint Frazier, he was a really highly prospect. He's regressed. Miguel Andor, I know Miguel Andor has had some issues, so has Clint Frazier, so I guess they're kind of asterisk-y over there, but you get my point. Aaron Boone, like, name me one guy that Sam, name me one player aside from Judge and Stan that Aaron Boone was made better.
You see, if I tried to think of one, you would just be hearing crickets for the next 5 minutes.
Exactly.
You know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of the Los Angeles Clippers curse. Because during like the 1970s, 1980s, 1960s, the team was awful, and it was all due to like them just being cursed and getting injured. I really hope that's not what's happening with the Knicks, and it's like an Aaron Boone curse.
Yeah.
Because from what you just said, it's like that's what it seems like.
And here's the thing, and honestly, guys, knowing how stubborn Brian Cashman is and the Yankees are, knowing how like stuck in the ways they are,
You're gonna keep.
I said before, even if let's say Yankees did fire Aaron Boone and they did decide not to bring him back, you know what they would have done? They would have hired Aaron Boone 2.0. That's exactly what they would have done. They would have went out there and they would have hired the same type of breed of manager that has no experience. This is only going to go by all the analytics that the front office geeks are sending down to him. That's what they want in a manager. They want a manager that is going to do basically what the front office. It's a collaborative effort now, is what they say. Like now, Aaron Boone as well. We're going to say that at the end of the day, like I have the final decision, which I do believe. But here's the thing. And this isn't from the Yankees, but Michael Kay on his show, like the Yankees radio announcer, told the story. In today's like analytically driven world, there was a manager in Major League Baseball who during a game made a decision that went against the numbers that the analytics team gave him. He went against the numbers, and it worked. And they ended up winning the game. You know what happened the next day? Two of the members of the Alex team were cursing at him for daring to go against their numbers. That's what happened. And that's exactly the same. It didn't happen with the Yankees. It happened with another MLB team, which he did not mention. But that's baseball in 2021 for you all. That's baseball in 2021. So even if they decided to move on from Aaron Boone, they would have hired another quote-unquote Aaron Boone type to be their manager.
No,
that's what they would have done.
But I feel like that's just a problem for every sport in general these days. Like everyone looks at the numbers, everyone looks at the analytics. Like there's no more like there's some strategy, but there's really not a lot of strategy anymore. It's coming down to okay, let's look at the numbers, let's look at what's been good, let's look at what's been going on. Like every sport now is just you look at analytics and you say, all right, just do this. Just copy what the winning team's doing and you'll win. Like it's come to a point where it's like they kind of need a and
here's the thing. I'm not necessarily being I'm kind of sounding like I'm an anti-analytics guy now. I'm not. I'm pro analytics. Like I'm on Fangraphs, I'm on Baseball Savant. Like I do believe analytics. There's a reason why they've become so big in sports now. It's because they work. It's because they work. But
I'm indifferent with it just because. Also, analytics. Oh, sorry.
I'll let you go, Sam. But really quickly. But here's the thing: you gotta have some balance. You gotta let the manager, have some quote unquote feel for the game. You gotta let the manager like use his eyes to actually see what's going on. If perfect example, if like let's say the Alex team wants it's a playoff game and the Alex team wants a certain guy to start a game because they brunched all the numbers and say, hey, this guy matches up best against this team. But then like throughout like practice, like the manager sees that his pitches like he doesn't have his best stuff. You can clearly see his slider's not breaking, his curveball's not breaking. You can clearly see that the guy's not right. You're telling me that he should still just blindly follow the numbers? Like, I don't buy that. I'm sorry. I can't buy that. I'm sorry, Sam. Go ahead.
Oh, no. What I was also saying is analytics. I'm more of like an indifferent person. I'm not pro, but I'm not anti because I see the good in analytics. Like I'm like everyone knows, I'm a big basketball head. Because of analytics, more teams shoot threes now. And it works because the analytics actually say it works. So, but then the problem is you focus too much on the analytics. Like you don't like take risks. You don't like say that. It's basically what people do nowadays is they look at what works. They look at the probability of how it's going to work, like the percent. Like, if you do this, it's going to work 61% of the times. But if you do this, it's going to work 20% of the times. And if you do the thing that works 20% of the times and it works, you're still going to get your ass on the chopping block to get fired because, you didn't look at analytics. And it's a problem also with players. Like, think about it. We all look at player stats. We don't look anymore of, what's the player skill set? How good is the player? Does the player really fit on the team? We kind of just look and say, hey, they got good stats. Put them on the team. They'll be really great.
Exactly. Exactly. Sam, you hit the nail perfectly on the head. I could not agree more. But yeah, I mean, as far as the Yankees are concerned, they're heading to a big offseason. And here's another thing that I'll say to the Yankees. And this is a message for Hal Steinbrenner and the Yankees. The big reason they brought back Aaron Boone is that they said, we don't think he's the problem. We think the players are the problem. But we think the players are the main issue here. Okay. Go out and have a big free agency then. Go out there and spend your stuff. You said before, Hal Steinbrenner, that the reason why you didn't spend that much money last offseason is because you wanted to get under the luxury tax to reset. Okay, you got under the luxury tax, now you reset. Now go out there and have a big free agency and get some players that are going to help the team. Address the issues with this team. Like I've been here to boost. They need to get more left-handed, number one. They need to hit for better contact, number two. They need to get better. They need to get more athletic. They need to get better. They need to get better defensively. They need to run the bases better. All those things are areas that they need to address. So, if Hal Steinbrenner really believes that, and the Yankees really believe that the players are the issue and it's not Aaron Boone, I don't want to hear them going, we don't have enough money to make our team better. I don't want to hear that. Go out there and have a big free agency. Go out there. You're the New York Yankees. You have all this money. Flex and spend it. That's why I don't want the New York Yankees to do what other teams do as well, where they're like, we're gonna get like this top tier player, like this first tier player, and then they can't get the first tier player. So then they get the second tier player and pay him first tier player money. Exactly.
Like that's not gonna work. That's not gonna be the answer we want. Like we want top tier players. We don't want second tier players.
Yeah. I mean, I kind of like we're gonna do a MLB free agency episode pretty soon. So I don't want to give too many spoilers away for that, but again, the Yankees, they need to go big game free agency hunting. If they end up, for example, what you mentioned before, Sam, they need to don't pay second tier free agents, top tier free agents money. If they sign Anderson Simmons to any type of big time free agent deal, and they say this is our free agent answer at shortstop, I am gonna lose my mind.
That would be like when the Knicks signed on what's it called?
Joakim Noah.
Stoudemire. No, that's when they if they do that, that's when they signed Amari Stoudemire to top tier money, and they were like, we couldn't get LeBron, we couldn't get him, so we're getting Stoudemire. Stoudemire is going to be the best thing, and meanwhile,
we could get Correa or Seager. We could get Correa, Seager, or Story. We're gonna pay Eldred Simmons. Here you go.
I would lose my shit. I would actually lose my shit if that happens. Like I might I might just say, you know what? At this point, just sign me on the team because you're willing to just tank, so just sign me on the team at that point.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, do you guys, Michael, Alex, Chris, you got any Yankee thoughts? Final Yankee thoughts?
Go and ask Alex. Alex hates the Yankees, so we all know what he's gonna say.
I mean, Chris,
You nailed it on the
Alex?
head, brother.
We always nail. Me and Sam always nail it on the head when it comes to the Yankees.
Oh yeah, I mean you got
because we've been Yankees fans since kids, so
yeah. I mean it's basically just buckle up, and I guess it's gonna be an interesting offseason.
Yeah, it is. I mean,
talked about it all, but like we'll see. We'll see
I mean, I will say though, I will say this. Buster, I'll say two things. Buster Only of ESPN is reporting that the Yankees are going to be really in on the top free agents, is the shortstops in the market, and John Heyman of MLB actually received a report today that this isn't inside. This is just his prediction. He predicts that the Yankees are going to land both Corey Seager and Robbie Ray. Which, without giving too many spoilers for our free agency episode, if the Yankees land both those guys, I will be doing cartwheels.
The only thing and this is going to sound stupid, but the only thing I'm really worried about is if any free agents for some reason want to go to the Mets, just because again they're a New York franchise.
I think the Mets are going to be a big time free agency destination too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And the better part about them is they're in the National League, which is considered a tougher league, which is what top free agents want.
And especially if the National League is going to add the DH this coming year, that's 15 more jobs. That's 15 more jobs for free agents.
No more pitching, no more pitching hitting.
No more pitchers saying it. It's very likely. It's not confirmed, but it's very likely there's going to be no more DH in the National League.
That's bullshit.
There's going to be no more pitchers hitting in the National League.
So Ohtani couldn't go to the National League now.
No. Ohtani's still going to pitch. Ohtani's still going to hit. Ohtani's still going to hit. But everyone else, nope. But yeah, guys. We got a couple more stories before we get to Mike's hot take. The rest of the MLB playoffs, I mean, it's been fun. It's been, from an objective standpoint, it's been fun. But from a Yankee fan standpoint, we couldn't have a chance to talk about this. The Houston Astros and the Boston Red Sox. I mean, that's like
might be the worst. That might be our worst nightmare.
Exactly.
Yeah,
that's like which one is worse, cocaine or meth? Which one you're picking?
It's like, listen. This is how gotten. I was like, you know what? If someone put me at gunpoint and said, root for one team, as a Yankees fan, I said, you know what? I'll root for the Boston Red Sox. Do you know how painful it is as a Yankees fan to root for the Boston Red Sox over the Astros?
I'm the other way around. I would at that point, like Chris, I know you're gonna kill me for this, but I gotta root for the Astros. I'm sorry, I can't root for the Red Sox.
No.
Hell no, I'll never root for no Astros.
I'll never root for
the Braves got it. The Braves got it.
Yeah. Honestly, if you're a Yankees fan, you know what your answer is. Wait, if you ask her who you're rooting for, you know what your answer is? I'm not watching. That's my answer.
You say, hold on. If they have the
football basketball season.
Yeah, exactly. You root for the National League. Yeah.
Let's guys. I think
we root for the National League in this situation.
Guys, I think what we should do is, just stop talking about baseball in general until free agency starts, because obviously baseball is dead to all of us. Except Alex, because he's a bandwagon Boston.
We'll talk a little bit about the World Series, but other than that, Sam, yeah, I agree.
Yeah, because you know how painful it is to say, I want the Boston Red Sox to win.
Oh, I can't. That's
Yeah, it's painful It really is painful. But I'd rather the Boston Red Sox win than, the cheaters.
If the Astros win the World Series, I'm not.
Oh my God! Which, by the way, right now it's Game 6. We are recording this podcast just so you know, we're recording this podcast as Game 6 is currently being played. Currently, Houston is up 2-0 in the top of the 8th, I believe.
Bottom of the 8th.
Yeah, bottom of the 8th. So it's not, and Houston is up 3-2 in the series. So it's looking like Houston's gonna be going to the World Series. Yeah.
No,
shit.
This is. I just hope the Dodgers blow them out 4-0 because you don't understand. If the Astros win the World Series, they're not going to shut up. They're going to be like, "Oh, see, we didn't cheat on this one. Did we cheat on this one?" And we're going to be like, "You probably did. We just didn't see it." Like you probably
there
just
are people are already accusing them of do you remember? I believe the White Sox were accusing them of cheating. And there's the thing, like, if you're gonna accuse them of cheating, like, I will say you need to have some sort of credible evidence. So I ain't really like that from the White Sox standpoint. But you don't. But do I have any sympathy for the Houston Astros getting these acquisitions? No, I don't.
No.
Here's the thing: if this was a normal team, like if this was the Boston Red Sox, even. And you know how much I hate them, Adam. You know how much I hate them. If this was even just the Yankees saying the Boston Red Sox are cheating, I would even say...
Which they did.
They did, but I would say, okay, let's just see some proof. When it comes to the Astros, I'm like, if someone says they're cheating, 99.9% of the time, they're right. You don't even need evidence. Just say, yeah, they're cheating. Because they probably are. They found a way to cheat, whether it's from the fans or the newscasters or the manager, or just from
they're paying someone they're paying fans every night to steal signs.
They're just paying the owner of the MLB to just hand them games. They're just saying to the umpire, listen, we'll give you something real good if you just, call our pitches the right way. So the Astros are most likely cheating. Let's be real.
Okay. Well, I mean, that's about as far as the conspiracy theories we're going to take this podcast. But, but as far as the National League goes, did you guys watch Game 5? Chris Taylor, 3 home runs. Oh my God, that guy's been a monster this postseason.
He's been a monster, yeah.
Yeah, he's gonna be a free agent, and another spoiler for our upcoming free agency episode.
I think he's gonna resign.
Would I be mad if the Yankees signed him? No, I would not. He's one of my targets. He's not high up on my list, but he's on the list. That's all I'm gonna say. He's on the list. Go ahead, Alex.
So 5 minutes ago, John Heyman tweeted Max Scherzer won't be able to start Game 6.
Ooh.
I did.
By the way, Kyle Tucker 3-run home run, 5-0 Astros. Bottom of the 8th.
Okay, Adam, you really just want me to exit the podcast, don't you?
Yeah.
I'm half the second away from leaving if you're just gonna tell me that the cheater.
I gotta update our viewers.
To be honest, I wouldn't be surprised if they're both cheating and the better cheater just wins.
Adam, you gonna make me have to quit the podcast for a night because I'm in pain. Well, I did that 2 surgery. Now this giving me more pain that the Astros may make it to the world. They're going to win the world. They're going to be in the World Series. There goes my tooth. There goes my tooth.
Okay.
All I'm saying is the Dodgers.
Pain.
As of right now, Braves are still up 3-2 on the Dodgers, but I can agree. With Houston, going to the World Series, go National League. That's all we could really say.
I don't care. Dodgers, Braves, fuck it. Just put both of them against the Astros. I don't care. Just make sure the Astros lose.
However,
Just make
as a
sure-
Dodger fan, as my
I
national-
want the Astros. This is what I want. I want the Astros to not only lose the series 4-0, I want them to get mercy ruled by the third inning every single game.
Agreed.
There you know mercy on the MLB.
Yeah, there is 10-0. If it reaches 10-0 by any inning, then it's mercy rule. Usually they'll extend it to like, what's it called? Like the fourth or fifth inning.
I doubt they would do that for playoff games, though. I don't think they would do that.
All right, so just make sure that they lose 20-0 in a 9-inning game.
Okay. Chris, I'm sure you like that idea, right?
I'm sorry. My brother was texting me because he lives in Houston. He's told.
Oh my God. I thought you said your blood pressure was too high for a second. I was like, oh my God, Jesus, we almost killed you.
He wanted them to win so he didn't have to work tomorrow.
Oh.
All right, guys. Before we get to Mike's hot take, we gotta talk about this story here. Trigger warning for our viewers, like accusations of racism, sexism, and sexual harassment. So trigger warning there. This is coming from Jordan Schultz at Schultz Report. The NBA is preparing a massive story accusing Suns owner Robert Sarver of racism, some sexism, and sexual harassment in a series of incidents. Like, with enough evidence to support such claims, there's a reasonable chance the league would forcibly remove Sarver. So,
Great.
I mean, Sam, I know you have a lot of thoughts on this. I mean, also, the Suns have released a statement here. Let me see if I can pull it up. Here it is. Here's the statement that they released. This is just part of it. I can't read the entire thing because it's too long, but here's their statement. Quote, we understand that an outlet is considering publishing a proposed story that makes completely baseless claims against the Suns organization concerning a variety of topics. Documentary evidence in our possession is an eyewitness accounts directly contradicts reported accusations, and we are preparing our response to his questions. We urge everyone not to rush to judgment here, especially based on lies, innuendo, and a false narrative to attack our organization and its leadership. All right, so Sam, I'm gonna give you the floor here, but I'll just give my 5 cents on our topic, and here's what I'll say: if what George Schultz is reporting is true, and this is valid, then yeah, Robert Sarver deserves the exact same treatment that that other owner who, again, Sam, you don't want us to mention his name, that other Clippers owner who
Don't mention his name. Don't mention their names.
But if this is true, then he deserves the exact same treatment.
Let me say something real quick about this, Adam.
Yeah.
Because you know me, I'm the black guy of the group, so you got to let the black man say what he got to say. Here's what I don't like. Everybody knows that Chris Paul is the president of the NBA. Is the president of the NBA Players Association.
Yep.
And Chris Paul is very pro-black. How the hell, if you're gonna be an NBA owner, and you're gonna be racist, even if your star player is black, your other star players have black, like your majority of your starting 5 is black. If you didn't know,
your number 1 overall
head coach is black. What the fuck is wrong with you? Like, what are you, fucking Jim Jones? You gonna be drinking the Kool-Aid next?
No, he just learned from the Clippers owner that we shall not name.
First of all, that piece of shit should rot in hell.
Amen.
So, to that man's name, I really want to say it, so give him peace of my mind. If that's okay with you boys.
You can say it, I just won't.
So, Donald Sterling, and to the Suns owner, and to the Raiders head coach, I hope if you guys go to prison, hypothetically, I hope Big Bubba in the prison cell. So, but Big Bubba, go after Donald Sterling. So Big Bubba is Big Bad Booty Daddy Mike. I need you to beat up Don Sterling. So Don Sterling, so for you, you are the turkey of the week. And the Suns owner, you are the turkey of the week.
He's our turkey of the lifetime.
You're
he's
a
on the
turkey of the
permanent
lifetime.
turkey.
You can suck it.
Now, the thing that we do have to remember is about Robert Sarver is that at this point, like, these are just accusations, and I have to bring that up because I've made this mistake before where stuff comes out and I immediately just assume like that it's true and then we found out it's not true. I'll give two examples. Remember the DeAndre Baker situation when he was accused of armed robbery, and I thought that, and I immediately thought he was guilty. I said the Giants should cut him. Then we found it really looked like he was guilty, and then we found out that the charges were eventually dropped and he was innocent. So I mean, right now, like this is just accusations. But again, why is that for? I stand firm. If this is true, Robert Sarver deserves the exact same shoe that the Clippers owner did.
Here's the thing though, that situation that you just brought up is a lot different than this one.
I understand it's different.
Yeah, just because you have to remember, with that situation, it was just a matter of they misinterpreted. What's the word I'm trying to?
Misreported.
There we go. They misreported him. It was really someone else that did it, but for some reason, the person saw their face, I guess, or thought they saw their face and was like, "Oh, wait, aren't you the guy from the Giants?" When clearly he wasn't, because why the hell would someone from the Giants need to do an armed robbery when he's getting paid millions? Like, come on,
millions of dollars, baby, millions of dollars.
Like, if you are a millionaire and you're still robbing a store like that, damn, you must be desperate. Like, damn. But now, getting to the serious part, I am extremely disappointed in the Suns owner. And like Adam said, maybe it's like, false reporting. It happens. It's happened a lot. But until he's proven not guilty, I'm just going to treat him as if he was guilty. Because I'm sorry, it goes to what happened with the Raiders coach. I refuse to say his name either. In that episode, when we were talking about him, I said the scariest thing about all of this is the fact that there are other coaches, owners, managers, just like him, that haven't been caught, that we don't know about. Not 2 weeks now are we from that episode, and we're sitting here talking about the Suns owner possibly being a racist, a sexist, and sexually harassing people. It's unforgivable. It's unexcusable. It shouldn't be tolerated. And I feel bad for Chris Paul if this is true, because this is now the second racist owner he's had to deal with. Think about that for a second.
I was just about to mention that, Sam. I was just about to mention that.
Yeah, he's the president of the NBA Basketball Association. He's the president, basically, of the Players Association. He is pro-black, just like Mike said. And he's now had to deal with two racist owners. One which was, over national news. Like, how are you going to put someone like Chris Paul on your team and you're a racist? Like, I just can't fathom it. I can't fathom. And I can't and I'm all my respect goes out to Chris Paul, because the fact now that he's had to deal with this twice is unreal. It's like, if you deal with it once, imagine the toll it takes on you when you have to deal with it once. Now you have to deal with it twice in the latter part of your career, when you're supposed to be just enjoying the drive, basically enjoying the ride, until like 2 or 3 years later, when you say, this is my final season, I'm going to retire. I mean, like, it's just, This situation is really, really bad. Not only for the Suns organization, but just for Chris Paul as well, because I really feel bad for him.
Yeah, you have to feel bad for him. He dealt with this once, like back with the Clippers. Now he's still with the Suns. I mean, Sam, I'm so happy you brought that up. I mean, it's just this. But getting back to your point about like the NFL. Apparently, I don't know if you heard the story that the NFL like investigated like all the other coaches' emails and they couldn't find like any racist emails like that was reported. I mean,
oh wow, I wonder why. Maybe it's because
here's the thing. Do I believe them? Here's what I'll say. Do I believe them when I say they ain't found any other racist emails from other coaches? Yeah, I believe them. Wanna know why? Because I believe all the other racist owners like that all the other racist people that are in the NFL aren't dumb enough to send them through emails. That's why.
Oh no, I believe they are. I just believe that the NFL, unlike the NBA, and I'm sorry that I'm saying it like this, but it's just true. The NFL are pussies. They don't want to deal with
exactly.
They don't want to. Because here's the thing: Adam Silver, he doesn't mind getting his hands dirty. If he has to kick someone out, he will. He does not care if it goes on national news and it's like, oh, see, NBA owners are racist. He doesn't care. He's like, you signed up for this. You know what you were getting yourself into. The NFL, they're like, oh, well, we really don't want this to like blow up because if it blows up, then it like lowers everyone else's self-esteem. Fuck that. Seriously, fuck that.
Exactly.
Because Wumsy is racist. Like Wumsy, the Raiders coach, is racist and homophobic. Like what if he is? He has a gay player on his team and he has black players on his team. It's just like the owner right now. He's a racist and a sexist. How do you think Chris Paul and DeAndre Ayton feel right now, knowing he's potentially a racist? How do you think they feel? How do you think, what about this? How do you think the entire Suns organization feels right now, as like including the players and Monty Williams? Monty Williams is a black coach, and he coached damn well in the playoffs. This Suns core is relatively young, minus Chris Paul. They're majority black. How do you think those young players are going to take it right now, knowing that their owner is a potential racist? And they were 2 games away from making that racist owner win a championship. How do you think they're feeling?
They probably feel betrayed.
Exactly. They feel betrayed.
Yeah,
they feel betrayed, heartbroken, and just utterly like defeated that the fact that they were raising awareness for Black Lives Matter, they were showing pro-black, they were literally doing everything to make sure that, like, you know, they get represented in a good light and this and that. And then you find out your owners are racist. Now all your work that you just did was gone like that. And it's just demoralizing. Really, it's demoralizing, especially when the Suns team is supposed to, again, make it to like at least a second round, if not back to the finals. That's all I got to say.
Sam, you hit the nail on the head as always. I mean, before we get Chris, Alex, do you have any thoughts on this?
I think it's a bad representation of a whole squad that's really deep, and I think it says, I don't know, it's just hard to put in words, and I think that each and every player in this league nowadays should like reflect on what's actually going on and how to stop this, because at the end of the day, everything in this league has to be straight, and it's not always going to be 100% right, but this situation has to stop immediately, and the only way to do that is for others around the league to speak up and just completely stop it.
You hit the nail on the head. It's just like I said when we talk about the Reyes coach situation. If you see or hear something, say or do something.
Yeah.
Then I see her. Go ahead, Chris.
Hey, you guys pretty much hit it. It'll just be interesting to see how the Suns move forward as an organization, and hopefully, I mean, as hard as it is, but hopefully the players are able to stay focused on basketball. I mean, while still like not forgetting the bigger picture too, but like hopefully it doesn't affect them winning games as much.
Yeah. Yeah, but that. Yeah. I mean, Sam, Michael, you guys hit the nail on the head here. I mean, that's I feel like that's all we can really say. That's all we can really say about this.
Just move on. Just move on to the hot take because
let's just move on. I mean,
we shouldn't be making this a big deal because people like that, they don't deserve a big stuff.
I don't think they really care. I don't think those type of people. I don't think they're